All right, testing 1, 2, 3. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. What the? No audio? All right, testing 1, 2, 3. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Alrighty. So, almost the end of August. Nothing really has changed in terms of anything. Maybe it's for the best. Okay, where are my eggs? Seriously. I'm freaking out now. I'm not. Where? I put it in the fridge? I put it in the fridge. Alright. It's like, panic for a brief moment. Alright. Well, spent like 15 fucking hours yesterday playing PoE 2. However, I realized I was so tired. And I honestly feel really old now. And although it's okay, obviously, I just feel it, you know. Everything, all the cliches they say about being young is true. Like, you feel invincible, indestructible, like you'll be young forever. And then somehow it just goes like whoosh, you know? And then you got, you know, you see those changes in the mirror. And look at a passport photo from like, fuck, my passport, I gotta renew the damn thing. When I see a passport photo from like, just even like 6, 7, 8 years ago, it looks different. I'd say like, it's not a linear curve, aging. Like, it's rapid from zero, very rapid from 0 to 14, and 14 to 30, 14 to like 30 something, depends on the person. For me, it was probably 38. And then after that, and there'll be another stage when you look like a really old person. And I'm telling you, as much as we think women dig older men, that isn't really always the case, I find. Like, it can be, I think, honestly, men have a huge advantage over a woman in that regard. If a woman gets to like 40, 50, it's like, okay, unless you've got this like, you know, Aunt Gemna's like syrup, like, I don't know, like you're like a master cook, or you're like a healer of some kind. Like, your worth starts dwindling, or like you're like, what's that actress called? Oh, the one who had a great, I mean, bottom line is, there is a certain kind of magic that goes along with a pretty young girl. Okay? They themselves know it. And when you try to lose, imagine you have that. You go through life, it seems everywhere you turn, you get more favors than other people because of the way you look. The more you spend time in the morning getting ready and get your makeup bright perfect, the more favors you get from people. Why wouldn't you do this, right? I mean, like, doesn't it feel like the world is bending to your will? And just by sitting there, like, you don't have to do anything. I'm telling you, that's some real shit power, man. That's real. You know, I want the fucking eggs from mine. This is irritating me. These eggs, they're not the same. Right side EM, left side not EM. Fuck, man. Fuck. I need a driver like, fucking place is like 5 minutes away from my house and I can't even go there. I can, you know, I probably can. It's just a little bit scary. I don't want to. Knowing how volatile I am and stable I am. Okay, where's my fucking egg beater tool? What? How's it like not here? I didn't clean up yesterday. It's very hard to keep your kitchen clean. Very hard. Only the most diligent can do it, I think. It's just so hard. I don't know why it is. It's just so hard. It's like, well, yada ne. Like you want to just chuck your dishes and utensils and it's like a black hole. It comes out the other side clean. The fucking dream that is, huh? Seriously. Despite this, oh, I still love cooking. It is so fun. I feel happy in the kitchen here. It's like, it's the same feeling being on a computer, just analog, you know? It's just the same. I say it's the same because there it is. There's the egg beater. I think cooking shares a lot of properties, similar properties to, like, let's say, I want my EM eggs. I will not have them. Look at that. The yolk is just different. Modern Dice has a lot of good shit. It does. It's like a farmer's, closer to a farmer's market type of thing. And it's 5 fucking minutes from my house. God damn it. Not even like 2 minutes. The problem is, it's not 30 seconds. Ha! If it's 30 seconds, I can just go there right away. Yeah, so getting old sucks. Just don't feel... But I tell you what, for some reason, right now coding and learning SwiftUI is really, it's compelling. It took me a long time, about a month to really get Swift and SwiftUI, and once I've got, like, Swift without SwiftUI is pointless. It's just pointless. I mean, like, why would you know, I remember Swift coming out in like 2000 something. I'm like, why bother switching? But then I was worried because all the big, like, a lot of major, like, if you wanted to get like add-on code or whatever, people did start coding in Swift, and I was like, uh-oh, I'm becoming a dinosaur now. I was, because if you don't adopt and change, uh-oh. So, you know what? It's better to use a paper. These fucking these things are so dirty because of the. I can't keep them clean. You know, it's too hard. Excuses. I know. It's just too hard. Yeah, that's fine. And then the SwiftUI has been rapidly evolving. I feel in the last 5 years, and now it's reached a point where I think it's really ready for, like you can really make. It's hard to convert an old app into it, but I think why even bother, right? If I were to tell my past self who was still stuck on Objective-C, why the hell would you switch to, or like UI View basically, right? The pairing is UI View, Objective-C, and Swift and SwiftUI. So Objective-C, the UI View model is an older one. It's more direct. It's more imperative. As you tell, there's more room to fudge things up. And I think SwiftUI accomplishes something very interesting. You can fudge things up, but not in the same way. It eliminates a lot of annoying shit. Like, writing code is hard because, generally speaking, when you try to write code, you'll write the wrong thing most of the time. It's very hard to nail it right the first. You have to be really good and understand it very well to write it right the first time. And the dimensions in which your errors can occur, that is to say, in Swift UI with UI view, they're everywhere. You can fuck up here, there. Things are null. That's null. This is why the fuck is not changing. Like, you'll be head scratching over the shittiest issues for ages sometimes. I mean, although that give me a large competitive edge starting off, because I was willing to put up and live through those annoyances, so to speak. But Swift UI pretty much does away with those, right? Like, it's the UI syntax is declarative, meaning you are describing. It's like the CSS files, right? But better than that. And I've never seen a better way to program a UI than this. Like, it's strictly superior in my mind to UI view. As in, there are very few cases in which I think you would ever want to go back to UI view. UI view would be mid-layer, right? And then you have the CG graphics, that is the core of the layer beneath that, which is even more like, oh, come on, get the fuck off me. Yeah, okay. Which is even more like low level. So if you want to draw like a waveform, an audio waveform, and animates, I think you got to use like CG graphics or something like that. Maybe UI view. But when you want to do generic like layouts, like UI layouts, you know, the kind that we're all using every day. You have text labels, you have images, you have like paddings, you know, the modern UI, right? You see them everywhere. Swift UI is king. The big players in Swift UI are VStack, HStack, ZStack, the stackers. And the way you declare them so rapidly, you can prototype your UIs extremely fast. In contrast, the way you would do it in UI view, and there's many ways of doing it, would take you hours upon hours. What you can do in hours in UI view, you now do in minutes. I'm telling you, it's like in the end, it's like a huge time saving. The auto layout mechanisms are beautiful. Unlike all the clunky solutions that existed beforehand to solve, there's a common issue where like you can't auto resize. If you got a text that has a variable width to it, it's very hard to auto resize the damn thing. And but Swift UI, it's baked in. Views are automatically auto resizing by default, which is the way people expect it to be. So in other words, the best way to describe Swift UI is that it is still difficult, necessarily so, because programming is never easy. But it's a lot more intuitive, is probably the thing I want to say. They made it intuitive, and they did a lot of hard work. Apple did a lot of hard work, or whoever, I don't care whoever was responsible for UI view, Swift UI. They did a lot of hard work making sure that what I'm trying to say, here. They did a lot of hard work making sure that it's intuitive to developers on how to lay out an interface. And that it's weird because you use code inside, you're going to be using like Swift code inside your Swift UI views. But when I look at that, I almost see two different languages, honestly. Like, certain things are allowed inside Swift UI views, and then other times are not. Like, for instance, a good example is the for each operator, whereas normally it's just for. So the for statement is the normal one you'd expect from a language. Fuck, that shocked me. God damn it. But the for each one is a specialized one that is only used within Swift UI. And what I see here is a scripting language, really, that is tightly integrated with the rest of the language. It's very, very odd, actually. I guess one could say that Swift UI is like a streamlined version. Like, it's what happened was, over the years of that many apps being developed, Apple has realized the common patterns have emerged, and the same work is being done over and over and over again, it's pointless when that happens, right? If you have the same work being done by millions of people, that is a wasteful thing. You should automate it in some way. And hence, that's how SwiftUI was born, I'd imagine. And it's a great product. It's not a product, is it? It's not being sold. It's just, it's a great thing. And I hope they adopt it for the web, for example. Because there's nothing inside SwiftUI that makes it say it has to be an Apple device. If that makes any sense. You know what I mean by that? Like, there's nothing that says that iOS device, you just have an output, a display output, from which you, come on. Almost. Aww. Why did it stick there? Here, motherfucker. You almost ruined my day. I couldn't really care all that much though. But I do care somewhat. Good enough. You would be fired from a 4-star restaurant. The good news is, my home is not a restaurant. It's my own private home. Yo. What did I put in today? I have to put chives, but yeah, I got some chives. Okay, I gotta buy chives today. I gotta order from that stupid supermarket because I really want fresh eggs. Howdy, are you out there? Are you out there? You're welcome to come over anytime and bring me some groceries. Are you still out there somewhere? I know you're watching. I know you're watching. But maybe you're not watching. I don't know. I know she's watching. I'm telling you, she must fancy me on some level. I know it sounds like hubris and arrogance. I'm telling you. There's no way. The way she stands close. I mean, she did, and then I said all this like really like very jerk shit, like about how many women I slept with and stuff. And I think that probably turned her off, but who am I kidding? There's one time, like, there's moments that just stick in your head. You know when a woman walks away and she looks back and smiles at you? Man, is that the sexiest shit or what? And it happened once. And I had to make her laugh hard though. And, you know, I think the big difference is, are they actively looking for a partner or not is a huge thing. And then of course if they're pregnant with the child, I think it's pretty fucking huge. Alright. Like as my wife put it when she was pregnant, I'm sorry, I have zero sex drive. I know, it's understandable. She obliged anyway, but I got understandable, you know? Is that beautiful or what? Add the tomatoes and shit? It's a work of fucking art. Alright. Last before I gotta do the dishes. Breakfast is served. Don't do any more than this. Keep it simple, stupid. The omelette. The best egg for me is this kind of omelette. Absolutely delicious. It tastes fantastic. Oh, I want the EM eggs though. Oh man. Choishi. I can order them. I think when you want to eat eggs directly, buy the expensive ones. A lot of statements are forbidden inside of SwiftUI views. It's really weird. Like, within a SwiftUI view, for example, you're not allowed to modify exterior data structures. You can modify the data contained within, like its own structure, but not outside. So there's a bit of like, it's breaking the rules, I feel. But I understand because it's like a script. So you have to treat a UI, Swift UI view as a different line of code. And a lot of the things are similar. It's like a different programming language that resembles Swift. It's weird, I know. So good. Tomatoes with eggs are so good. I don't know why. めっちゃいい相性だな、これ。So, my friend Nobu, he failed the test. I sent him a link to like a massage place. I also want to try, but it's $200 for one visit. Go fuck yourself, I thought. Wait, unless it's not just massage. I'm hungry enough to do that actually right now. But I mean, like, my thinking is like, there's no way massage is, I mean, they come to your house, but 20,000 yen? I think I know what's going on, right? Or do I? Or do I? LOL. Because the web page is extremely, let's put it, seductive in many ways. And you know, Nobu's saying, oh, this is a scammy little place. And then proceeds to say, you want a place like that? Here's one. And he sends back the exact same fucking place on a different website. Hilarious shit. It's very much like a man, you know, always, I know best. I know everything. And they don't even realize they're echoing the same fucking shit. It's kind of funny. All right. Done. I do want to get back into PoE, but I'm tired. I played too much yesterday. You know, I can't do it anymore. I can't play like 15 hours straight every day. I gotta take a break. I gotta like decompress. I gotta like do other shit. You know? I don't know why. I think because after you played ARPGs for like the umpteenth time, it starts to become less and less interesting, kind of. It's still fun, but like, there is a feeling of been there, done that settling in. And that's not a good thing, obviously, sometimes. But, PoE is by far the best ARPG, bar none. It is so like miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles ahead of second place that yeah, imagine DiCaprio, Ronaldo, I think it's all the sexiest men on earth, right? I don't know, at least the high profile ones. All in one. Denzel Washington all in one package. Oh god, no. The ethics of Denzel Washington, you know, and everything else, like, you know, all the athleticism of Ronaldo, all in one package. It's like why bother? Even if the girl stays with you, it's like she's doing it out of pity, not because she wants to. Yeah? Am I right? Am I right? I mean, it goes both ways, right? You have a hot chick with beautiful, like, thick hair. Oh man, and great ass and beautiful tits. Something to be oversized, just beautiful tits. Like, you know. And then you got like Frankenstein girl over there. Which man would ever pick the Frankenstein girl? Seriously. I wouldn't. In fact, I'd be even more upset if I was forced to be with her.
I'd be upset. I'm like, why? I'd be like that monkey with the cucumber and grapes test. Like, why? Why? What did I do wrong to make everyone angry? And when the girl feel like, hidoi, hidoi. They all say, hidoi, hidoi. Girls are the first one to judge men for judging women for their appearance. Interestingly enough. And generally, it's the average looking girls that are like really bitter. The ugly girls have nothing to say because they're so beaten down over the years. It's the middle ones that are like, you fucking doofus. She's more than just her face, you know. She's got more than an ass, you know. You know who never says she's got more than an ass, you know? Girls with great asses. You know who never says she's more than just tits, you know? Girls with great tits. They're very happy with what they've got and their DNA package they received at birth. And yeah, they're not gonna like criticize you because why would they? If they criticize you, they're criticizing their greatest fans, right? It's like you get popular on Twitch. It's like, I give you this dumbest example. You get popular on YouTube because you are a funny guy. And you like, you know, you guys like me because I'm funny, but you guys are stupid because, you know, liking someone because they're funny is a dumb thing. Who would ever commit like social suicide like that? It's stupid. So, when women say she's more than just an ass, you know, those are people with terrible asses. If I'm wrong, leave a comment and correct me. That's what I've known. That's what I've learned so far. They're pretty girls. When they say you got a great ass or you got a nice body, they just say thank you. I'm serious. They don't judge you. Don't say, oh, you're shallow. You're superficial. You should take a look at the girls from the women's soccer team in Japan. They never say shit like that. They just say thank you. And they're like, at least he appreciates me for how I look. And he's not afraid to say so. Is probably all they're thinking. Because they've been wielding that weapon their entire lives. I'm telling you. Wielding it like a manipulator 2000, whatever you want to call it, you know? Like, yes. Oh, how I long for the old days. I do. The thing I miss most about youth is, I know it's gonna sound really shallow, but having like several women go after you at the same time is the greatest feeling on earth. And that's what I miss the most. And I can't replicate it. Like, I think Donald Trump has that, honestly. People will scoff at that and say, oh my, these women are so fucking dumb and shallow. Exact. Same old story. Tale as old as time. People who scoff at that aren't rich. They may have money, but they're not rich. Not like he is. When people were scoffing or like criticizing for this grabbing by the pussy thing, you're joking, right? You're telling me those women didn't want to be grabbed by the pussy? Let's be honest. If they didn't, it's a fucking like whatever assault case. Right there and then. As in, you're doing something that the other person's telling you to stop doing, and you repeatedly do it against their will. That's an offense. And I didn't see any offense there. More like, oh, my ticket to big money is what they're thinking. That's all it is. And that's why life becomes kind of depressing in that manner, because hard pill to swallow. But you know, for both genders, you're born ugly, or you're born ugly, and or you're born without the ability to make money. Either one will land you into the land of either virginity, or you're dating the Frankensteins your whole life. Isn't that crazy? That's how life is, though. My God. It is depressing, though, on some level, I will say. I think it'd be better if everyone just was really honest about it instead of trying to hide it. The more it's trying, try to stuff it down a. What the fuck? Tamagomi kayo kore. There. By yapping away mindlessly, the dishes were done automatically. I didn't even realize I had already done them. This is why streaming helps so much for times like this. It does. It reorients your brain, good or bad. Usually good. There's a great line in True Detective. I want to bring this out, okay? Listen. Okay? I didn't say this. Don't shoot the fucking messenger. When I heard it again, I was like, My whole life I've been against paying women money for sex. It seems shameful. Like, aw, man, you mean I suck so hard? They don't want to sleep with me for who I am? I think part of that's true. Like, if you are that attractive, but I tell you what, there's someone who just will never sleep with Cristiano Ronaldo, just out of principle. I'm telling you, like they're not that sexualized. You know what I'm saying? Their brain doesn't think that way. Their sex drive is lower. They think more rationally. And I think even if I did have one, like I couldn't like stay with him anyway, and I don't want that in my life. There's probably women out there, a lot of them like that. So, in some sense, like you can't be so attractive. I think that everyone in the world, like everyone would want to sleep with you. That's not really like a feasible goal, but you could get to the point where most of them would want to, or like a lot of them would want to at a snap of a finger. And you got a business, right? Like imagine this: you get soy sauce. As Adam Smith said, it's not because this guy who made it or company who made it because they like me. They don't know who I am. Okay, I got this because I paid money for it. It simplifies things, doesn't it? We don't have. I don't have to go to a fucking show you company and say, hey, my name's. Or I have to like convince them and flatter them and be friends with them. Like, okay, we'll trade. You give me some English advice and I'll give you like a bottle of fucking soy sauce every 2 weeks. Like this, that's annoying as fuck. Just pay money and get it over with, right? It's an accounting system. So with sex though, it's interesting because it's like for men, it's like, okay, you want a wife and exclusively just that's it, right? What if you want more? Well, you pay money for it, right? That's shameful. That's terrible. Is it though? Is it? Like, then in True Detective, it is, and it isn't. I don't know. I can't quite make heads or tails of it. It's a bit, because I don't have any experience in this area, having never, ever tried it once. Not even once. I think if I tried it, I might get hooked, honestly. I could honestly get hooked. In all respect, in all honesty though, my wife, when she was with me, I never felt these urges really. Well, yeah. I would say 80% taken care of. And then, now though, it's like, okay. The thing is, it would have happened anyway as she hit 40 and 45. I'm telling you, these women, it's shocking. These women that that are like, when they're 20, 30, they're so pretty. Check them out today. The actresses, the famous people you knew. Check them out today. And the only word that comes to mind is ghastly. Okay? It's like, what happened? Some of them age very well, of course. I'm saying some of them are just ghastly. It's just like, you know how like you catch a glimpse of something on the internet, like a very provocative photo of someone, and like, oh God, no. And then you have to like stop what you're doing and like, take care of business. And then there are other ones where you see something like that and like, oh God, don't show me that again, please. Okay? Only men will know what I'm talking about. Well, these women who are so pretty in their 20s, if they were to appear like, let's say, naked in their 50s, you're like, oh God, turn that away, please. Like, you'd be like, please hide that. Seriously, not like you would secretly watch it again. Like, don't ever show that to me again. Like, I don't want to see I don't want to see like animals split open in the center. Like, it's just revolting and disgusting. I don't want to equate that to that, but it's not that level. But it's in the category of things I'd rather just not see by accident on the internet. Okay? And at a certain age, women, when they're fully laid open, get lumped in that category. Look, it's not about being mean or nothing. It's the way it is. You look at the view traffic, it doesn't care about your feelings, does it? It only cares about what people want. And I'm saying, like, how do you deal with this? Right? There's a chart on OkCupid that states that
Men of 20 prefer a woman of 20. Men of 30 prefer a woman of 20. Men of 40 prefer a woman of 20. Men of 50 prefer a woman of 20. Men of 50... You get the idea. This is not someone's opinion. This is aggregate data collected over the years. What does that tell you? That I know it sounds stupid to ever carry this into like your, let's say, love life, but if you want to min-max this part, you just like a little cycling like Ferris wheel of like girls coming in and out. That's the only way I can see it, right? The counter idea to this must be marriage, the nuclear family. And it makes sense in a situation where resources are very scarce, where society needs to organize itself very rapidly to meet a certain goal. Otherwise, it's going to be a disaster. I do believe that it's true that if you have men running around screwing whatever the hell they want, society will be destabilized rapidly, I think. It's like, there'll be a lot of angry people, and a lot of angry men, a lot of angry women, and a lot of like murders and shit. You've seen like, you hear stories about like, I remember in Taiwan they would report stories like how like some girl like fucking like cut off a guy's dick or poured acid on his new girlfriend's face out of spite. Well, that's honesty, if you ask me. They're not crazy. They're just, these people who do these crazy, this quote unquote crazy shit, I think they just have a hard time repressing their emotions, and they let their emotions manifest into actions, which most other people can just stop. It doesn't mean that the other person doesn't wish it, though. You know what I mean? I built this whole grand house when I was married, and it was really not for my wife. It was for the new girl. But my wife thought it was for her. And then later on, she came over and drove by. She's like, I hope your place just burns down. Fair enough. I don't see anything wrong with that statement. But what I think she probably meant was, I want to see your new girl's face burn to ashes. And I bet she imagined it, fantasized about it. Honestly. Like, it's in her mind, but she can't carry it out because it'd be a crime. That's a crime, right? And of course, as we all know, in most societies, infidelity is not a crime. Purposely so, because it happens too often. And it would cripple the law. It would honestly cripple the law system if every fucking infidelity was a crime. Like, that would be like, society would be crippled by this. Probably. Case after case, never ending. You know. It's like, you know, what's infidelity, right? If I'm a low customer of Kikkoman and some other guy makes a better shoyu and I switch over, wah! Maybe if you had Botox, dude. Seriously. I'm not joking. That's why Botox is so expensive, isn't it? It's because everyone's trying so hard to remain relevant these days. You cannot accept their irrelevancy with grace. That's all it is. As you get older, you become more and more irrelevant. Not everybody, but slowly. Talents don't survive. I read that in a great book by this fucking British guy who was, I think it was Maxims? Dennis something? Dennis. You remember the names of these great people. He was fucking quadrillionaire. He owned like Dennis something. He was the guy who created and ran Maxim, or did he buy it? I don't remember. But he was saying like talent rarely survives into its 50s, and I agree. When you get to your 40s, whatever talents you may have had earlier on, they seem to wither away. Like, just, you can't do it anymore. For whatever reason, the magic is gone. People can tell that about you. Your talent and your swagger goes away in some way. And women don't want to sleep with you as often. Not even close. Like, you know? By the way, women, when asked to rate people, men, they said something, it was like this: 25s prefer 20s, 35s prefer 30s, 45s prefer 40s. You get the pattern here? That curve, strangely enough, rises with their own age. Probably because a man accrues wealth, status, confidence, all that jazz over the years. As they get older, they lose their health, they lose their virility, they lose a lot of things, but they gain other things at the same time, and they are treasured
for reproductive reasons by the other sex for those things. But women are really there for their tits, their face, their hair, their everything, their body, their physical features, and then their ability to provide care at a close second, I think. Cooking, nursing, like those qualities make a woman far more appealing in my eyes. Do you really want a girl who carries around this really expensive like $2,000 bags that are like so tiny they carry nothing but lipstick and a makeup kit? Like that's so fucking like irritating, isn't it? I don't know what to tell you. Like, wouldn't you rather have a pretty girl who carries around like a band-aids in case you get hurt? And she's really pretty though. It's a much sweeter girl, right? The other one screams gold digger. The second one screams like your life partner. So that's that. You know. In a really weird sense, I'm sure movies have been made about this. If you loved your partner that much and you wanted her to be stress-free and she hit like menopause or some crazy age like where she can't reproduce, you'd cut off your own balls and just gift it to her, honestly. And then like you two would be in peace for the rest of your life. Honestly, you would be quote unquote immune to the advances of younger women. Like literally you're immune. Like they can't work their magic on you. You look at them like, oh, it's like I'm looking at an old lady, I'm looking at a kid, I'm looking at a guy in a wheelchair. Like the imagery's whatever to you. You'd be like, so what? Right? You wouldn't respond emotionally to the presence of such a person. It wouldn't stick in your head anymore. It'd be like a piece of lint, a fucking bottle cap. You just don't care about it anymore. But do you want to cut off your own balls for that girl? I don't know about that. I wouldn't, ever. But hey. All right, back to real things. I gotta think about lunch today beforehand. Cause I want to play PoE 2. I am hooked. I just want to prepare the food ahead of time so I'm not like scrounging for later. Or eat first. Always another option. Okay, I'm gonna order bread. I'm gonna order chives. What else? Eggs. Gonna order meats. Running low on cooking oil. Yeah, I gotta get cooking oil too. Okay. This chicken stock? The fuck is this? Chicken stock. Better fucking use it today. So that'll be lunch. Chicken stock is usually udon, which I'll make udon with chicken stock. Sounds good. I want my morning sandwich. It's so delicious. It's a happy sandwich. I just need it for the laying out stuff. Need lettuce. I don't need lettuce. I have lettuce. Not toasted is better, right? No, this one toasted is better. If the bread's shitty, toasted is better. I didn't realize this one. Kinda got that kid. Mustard is there. Tuna melt. How much do I have left? Okay, 2 more sandwiches left. I'm gonna make a new one. This never goes bad, huh? Mustard? Nope. It smells delicious. I got this cool linseed oil from Amazon. You put it on top of a salad, like the picture says. You get omega-3. Really, it's a bit controversial though. People are saying this is bullshit. Don't buy into it. Oh well, I already bought it. Look, I love Amazon products. They're so basic and good. Cut through the bullshit. No Disney fucking logos. I fucking hate Disney. I do. I don't know why though. I don't like Disney. I don't like Disneyland. I don't know why that is though. Still like Disneyland. It's stupid. Is it stupid? Maybe I'm stupid. All not stupid because everyone's going there and paying money to go in, but I just don't like it, I guess. Because there's nothing real about it. The only thing that's real about it is it any different from video games? That's it. Man. What the fuck? Is there no way getting this out without burning my fucking hands on this toast? Let's see. Over toasted. It's too toasted. Oh no. Over toasted. It's okay. My fingers hurt now. I'll put the toast on very low settings next time. Remove the water, only to put it back in. Why do we toast toast? I'll look that up later. What's the point of it? Like someone bought this really good bread for me last time, and what I noticed was it tasted worse when toasted. It tasted better when it wasn't toasted. This bread though tastes like shit if you don't toast it. And you toast it, it tastes better. Or I should say, toasting it neutralizes the taste. I do wonder though, what does that mean? You know, I'm kind of compelled to put, like in a hamburger, doesn't the lettuce go down first? It's like an order, top, right? So I want, like, it's an order, like, in fact, I know I'm becoming really stupid fancy, but like there's an order in which you taste things, right? From top to bottom. I know it's so fucking stupid, but it's true. There's a slight difference in how it tastes. The bottom, I remember it was always going to be the bun first, which is tuna melt in this case. Weird to put mayo again. Mayo on top of mayo, honestly. And I guess the lettuce in the middle, huh? There's not exactly one more tuna melt sandwich left. Oh, that is good. It's better when it's fresh, that's for sure. Like a little bit fresher, but it's still very delicious. It gets more pungent as time goes by. And the lettuce is so important. Without lettuce, it's too like creamy. I don't know. There it is. Easy sandwich. Yummy. Okay. Yes. Oh, I forgot. Oh no. Whoopsies. There we go. The oil. It's not bad. No. Oh, this adds a wonderful texture to it. 많이 you. Wow. What's it? I forgot cheese. Oh well. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I'm telling you. I wouldn't be unhappy if this came though in a ordered food. I'd be unhappy if this was 1,000 yen, but I'd be okay with it if it was 300 or 400. I bet cheese in here would be a lot better. I'd be like, wow, it's yummy. I mean, you know. I'm thinking about this kind of homegrown, home-cooked meals, or they don't have punch. You know what I mean? They're just generically good. Okay. Is it just linseed oil? Yeah, it is. There's nothing but that inside. Putting juice in salads. It's a very bad cooking oil, though. Amazon's too strong, man. Amazon is too good. めっちゃ美味しかった。もう。よし。Time to work and then play. Both. Okay, stopping stream.